does it take?
It takes leadership. Some look to one person to carry a team, but that doesn't work at Eyewitness News. You can't be an effective leader without having a staff you can count on. Sherry and I lead with confidence at 6 because of the 100 news people we have in our corner every day.
It takes investment. Our 6 o'clock newscast is unique because the changes you can see will also help you see the facts more clearly and completely. What does it take? It takes a team.
It takes two.
A second local teacher is shot to death. We'll have details at 11.
This is CBS.
This is a TV2 Eyewitness News Break.
Good evening, I'm Vince Wade. Just 2 weeks ago, a Detroit man was praising his city, saying it was a great town. Tonight, he's dead, murdered in his own home. The end of the holiday weekend is especially sad for some area families. War may be fast approaching in the Middle East, and they're scared. We'll also have a live report on the big one that's supposed to hit December the 3rd. Will we feel the earth move in Michigan? We'll have a special report on Eyewitness News. That's coming up at 11.
There's a remarkable new kind of UPS truck on the streets. It comes when you call it. For UPS on-call air pickup, call 1-800-PICK-UPS.
Young man, where do you think you're going?
Me?
Yeah, well, you hit me.
No, you hit me.
Well, hey, it's Christmas.
Oh, good. Hey, look, I don't care if you're Santa Claus.
You
Look
were
at my
busting
fender.
around that curve at about 90 miles
Look at
an
it.
hour.
No, there's not a scratch in your car. Look at my fender. Oh, man, I just bought this car.
A Current Affair, 7:30 weeknights on TV2.
This is Paula Zahn.
I'm Harry Smith. He's one of America's favorite primetime stars, and everybody knows his name.
He's Ted Danson. He'll join us tomorrow on CBS This Morning.
Stay tuned for your local news.
Coming up on Eyewitness News, details about a Farmington Hills teacher who had good words for Detroit. Tonight, he's the city's latest homicide victim. We'll also have a live report on the big earthquake that's been predicted in the Midwest. Those stories and more next on Eyewitness News. Stay tuned.
There she is. See, I told you Diana was in there.
Oh, no, Mama, that's not Diana.
It is, too.
That wasn't Diana Ross. Oh, Ma, you erasing it.
Oh, Robert, what's up?
What's up with you?
We gonna miss bipartisan voice thinking.
I heard Kim Dalton.
This is CBS.
He's going! Oh, if I see him, I'm gonna flip out. I mean, totally flip out. I can't...
This holiday season, give yourself silent nights. Give your teenager a private phone line.
What am I gonna do? I mean, what am I gonna...
Then came the dreaded line.
Brad, I just like you as a friend.
This holiday season, give yourself peace on earth.
A friend?
Give your teenager a private phone line.
Why does every girl want to be my friend?
There are places in America where they still believe in traditional values and simple notions like neighborly calls.
Fence is down, JC.
And home-baked bread fresh from the oven. They love a good movie on Saturday night with hot buttered popcorn. And they still dance close here under the stars. In towns across America, they swear by our technology.
Smile, Jenny.
That's what keeps life simple. Panasonic, just slightly ahead of our time.
And now, get the facts from Vince Wade and Teresa Lucanis. This is the TV2 Eyewitness News Weekend Report.
Good evening. I'm Vince Wade. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Teresa Lucanis. Our top story this Sunday night, some Farmington Hills students are about to learn a painful lesson about crime. They'll return to the classroom tomorrow only to find out that their teacher has been shot to death, murdered in his own home. 3 weeks ago, Andre Pooks wrote a letter to the editor complaining that the city of Detroit had been treated unfairly by ABC's Primetime Live. Friends say Pooks extolled the virtues of living in the city of Detroit. But early this morning, Andre Pooks was murdered in his Detroit home by a would-be robber. The 57-year-old Detroiter was a teacher at Dunkel Middle School in Farmington Hills. The killings left his neighbors shocked.
It could have happened to anyone, yes. There's nothing about Andy Pooks that would make him more of a target than anyone else. So I'm sure that feeling is shared pretty broadly in the community tonight.
Police have no suspects in the murder at this point, and they say they have very little to go on right now. Vince?
Tensions are heating up in the Middle East. Arab Broadcast Tonight reports say Iraq has begun mobilizing school children and farmers in preparation for war. The reports say children under 15 are being called up to guard vital military and economic installations to free up soldiers for combat missions. Meantime, members of the Michigan National Guard 207th are headed for duty in the Persian Gulf. The deployment of the evacuation hospital unit went off without a hitch today, but not without tears. There were plenty of brave faces, lots of hugs, and many tearful goodbyes.
It's mixed emotions. You get scared, then you get nervous, then you get happy, and then you get confident and brave. There's many thoughts going through your mind at this point because, frankly, the soldier, to me, is the one person who fears war the most.
We've all been prepared since the first troops left in August, thinking that this is going to happen. But you still aren't ready for it when it really does happen.
The 207th is set to spend the next 6 months, perhaps even longer, in the Persian Gulf. The role of Michigan Senator Donald Regal in the nation's savings and loan scandal will be back on center stage in Washington this week. The Senate committee will hear from the federal bank regulator who first raised questions about the conduct of Regal and 4 other senators known as the Keating Five. They're accused of pressuring federal bank regulators to ease up on S&L tycoon Charles Keating and his troubled savings and loan at a time Regal and the other lawmakers were getting large campaign contributions from Keating. TV2's Bill Gallagher is in Washington, and he will have reports all week on the hearings. Teresa?
The Thanksgiving weekend is fast drawing to a close, and the last holiday travelers are making their way back to the Metro Detroit area. Many driving home, many flying. Tens of thousands of passengers passed through Metro Airport today, among them some University of Michigan students who landed right in the middle of a feud between 2 commuter bus companies. The students had purchased $10 round-trip tickets with Shortway Bus to get them to and from the airport. But another bus company, Commuter Transportation, is crying foul, saying it holds the airport contract for bus service. Shortway disagrees.
Commuter has a contract to be the exclusive agent to sell tickets inside the airport. That doesn't mean that everybody who comes into this airport must get onto a commuter vehicle. That's not the purpose of their contract.
Shortway's no innocent here. They knew exactly what they were doing. They knew it was illegal. They thought they could make a quick buck and get out.
The contract Commuter has with the airport expires in the next few months, and Shortway says it plans to make a bid for it. Well, some travelers into and out of Metro Airport are facing delays tonight thanks to problems many miles from here. 2 storage tanks full of jet fuel continue to burn at Denver's Stapleton Airport, and now the blazing tanks threaten to ignite adjacent tanks. Stapleton's the nation's 4th busiest airport in terms of passengers. The airport's still open tonight, but many flights are being delayed, diverted, or canceled. United Airlines, whose fuel is burning, is reporting delays of more than 4 hours right now.
We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, what's shaking? Could be us.
That's right. That's what some are predicting. Scott Lewis takes a look at what happens if the big one hits the Midwest in his special report, All Shook Up.
And Pierre Kimsey takes a look at the birds and the bees. Stay with us.
And our warm holiday weekend is over, just in time for a warm work week. I'm Mike Lyons, and I'll have the forecast when Eyewitness News continues.